Good morning, everyone. I am really early today, obviously, because we have a snow day. And snow day means I probably slack off, even though I have a free day. Ugh. My cat's not there because I think the window's a little bit cold for her. But you may get a beautiful view of the snow. So that's a positive. Who doesn't love a view of the snow? I think I'm just gonna do a few rows because I want to, take some time and go play with my dog. That's definitely happening. Definitely happening today. Yeah, some of us have snow days, some or a half snow day. Okay, let's do a few lines of sewing. Oops, thread caught in there. Okay. Okay, got it. Not gonna lie, I was a little sore yesterday from all the quilting I did. I need to start timing how long it takes me to do a quilt. So I know about how much each quilt costs to make. Oh, here we go. I feel like you can easily suffocate in a blanket. I have a heater going on behind me, but I think I'm gonna have to turn it off. This blanket's already keeping me warm. Turn that off. A little toasty. My cat is here wandering. I think she's a little too cold to get in her window bed. So I think that's why she's just so far, I think we've gotten 2 inches, but we're expected to get 5, 6. Supposed to get a hefty amount. I don't know what's going on. Let me try to turn the camera. There's just some foolishness going on behind me. They don't predict it, it'll make it out. They don't predict, no, it's just gonna keep going north. We're supposed to get hit all day today. All day. I'm trying to stay out of the way, but she's right on my chair. I don't know what's going on. Now I'm like all uncomfortable. I'm trying not to run over my animals, but it's really hard. Hi, Kaya. There we go. Maybe that's better. I have no idea what they're doing. I think Kaya's only in here because Tootie's in here. Kaya doesn't care to be in here. Bye. Drink my coffee. I also want to thank Sunshine for following me this morning. I really appreciate it. Tootie's in here for the warmth, but I think, like I said, I think Kaya's in here to be annoying. I got multiple co-stars this morning. This is so heavy. Yeah, we got a new cat cam, alright. I don't know what they're doing, but they're kind of in the way. It's the only time I'll ever get Kai on camera. Is when she's being pitiful or she wants to bother Tootie. And I think Tootie's only on the ground because the window is a little bit cold. I hope my coffee mug is on. I don't think I'm even done with the first line. Granted, it hasn't been that long. Too far there. Sounded weird. Well, that's because the thread broke. Fantastic. So close to the end too. Poop. I can't move. We'll try to make do. I need a new needle. With what I got, since I can't move because of my animals. So. Whoops. I'm trying to see if loose thread got in the bobbin area. If it did, it'd be bad. And I don't want that. good. Looks good. I might just need new needle, and I'll do that later. Granted, I am tugging and pulling really hardcore. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can go again. That's the noise we want. All right. And then we pivot again. Close to the end of the first row. Of course, it took us a little bit. We had to take a little detour. Oh. I know people who like to be perfect when they quilt things. I'm not one of them, obviously. Man, that part went through like butter, though. I'm gonna have to pull all this up. I wanted to see what the weather report is saying about how much we'll get, because we weren't supposed to get this much this early. Okay, now all my animals are leaving. Now they're just annoyed with each other. They're just all annoyed with each other. Sorry, I seem really distracted. Just worried about my husband getting home from work. My cat is not getting in her bed. She's not having it today. She's like, I'm not sleeping in that window bed. It is too cold. Is my watch even on? Okay. Because I feel like these should count as steps, right? Me pushing and pulling all this. It should definitely count as an exercise. I love looking at the snow. Love it. It is so pretty. We don't get it too often. And when it does snow, it doesn't really stick around here. And sometimes it's not nice and fluffy like what you're seeing. Any snow we usually get is like slushy, icy. You can't make a snowball or anything like that. Like, it's not fun to play in. It's gross. This one's looking nice and powdery, like a little, almost like a little postcard. It's like a good day to chill inside, watch TV, and even quilt. Ugh. What I do love about my sewing machine is that this part is so big. I can just reach my arm through, and I have so much range of motion to grab and pull what I need. And also gives me a lot of space, obviously, for my blanket to fit into. I think if you know about quilting, you know how important throat space is. My cat just keeps leaving and coming back. She's not having it today. She's not a happy girl today. There's one thing my cat hates more than the dog. It's being cold. And it's not even that cold in this house. I think she just wants to feel like it's an inferno in here. I have no idea where we are in this row. We're getting there. We're getting close to the bottom. And since we don't get snow often, we don't know how to act. We do not know how to react. We don't know how to drive. We don't know how to shop. We don't know how to prep. It's all bad, I tell you. Yesterday we went to the grocery store and the lines were so long and it was so busy, and they ran out of a lot of things. They ran out of bread, of course. They ran out of dairy products, like cream cheese, and then what else? It was picked clean. Even the meat section was pretty bare. What's crazy was that just a few days ago we were in the 70s. I was walking around with like no jacket. This weather's nuts. The weather has been nuts lately. My cat is not having it today. She's like, I am not getting in that window bed. I would pick her up and put her in there, but I think she'd be really, really unhappy. Oh, okay. A few more. And I'll be done with this row. Back in here again. Just in time for the row to be done. See a little nose ring right here? This dog doesn't know what she wants. Wow, I can finish these 2 next rows and then... Ugh. Think of how many rows here do I have? Oops. And then I got 2 more the next day. Oh, I guess I just gotta keep doing it, huh? And then I'll be able to trim it. Might have to do the trimming off camera because I like to lay it on the floor. It's okay. You guys will see me do the binding and everything. Let's do it. Let's push these through these last 2 rows. Not last 2 rows, but these 2 rows on this side. So it'll leave us 2 rows on the other side for maybe tomorrow. I can do it. That's the thing with quilting. You kind of had to break it up into pieces, like manageable pieces, and set, you know, expectations that you can actually meet. Because if you rush it, and then you start to not enjoy it. I love seeing progress. I love quilting because you can see the progress of your hard work. And then in the end, you get a nice cover out of it. It is. It looks like it's a snowstorm on camera because of the dark grayness, like the grayness of it outside. It's not that dark, but it is pretty gloomy. It does look pretty menacing out there right now. And so far it has been pretty, I don't want to say easy, but it's been going a lot more smoother at the end than in the middle. Maybe it's because there's just so much less to pivot over here. Ugh. There we go. Oh, okay, got it. There we go. Woo. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes quilting is like driving a manual. You have to do some things with your hand, like you have to push the foot pedal down. Sometimes you have to do the knee lift while pivoting and stuff. There's so much going on right now. Knee lift down, push, pivot. So. Don't use knee lift. Coffee. Okay. Knee lift, pivot, pull. Flatten, knee lift down. Granted, I've never been good at driving a manual, so there's that. You know, I really need to get down a schedule. I feel like schedules work for everybody. But today is a snow day, so that was well, it was kind of unexpected. We also all kind of saw it coming because the weather forecast called for a lot of snow early in the morning. So everyone kind of expected it. I have no idea where my animals are. It is coming down, and they are fat flakes too. They are thick flakes. Is it me? Or do I seem a lot smoother with this today than I did yesterday? I feel like I'm moving at a much smoother pace than I did yesterday. And it's probably, once again, it's probably because it's at the end, so it's not as much pushing and pulling through. But I feel like I'm going through it like a lot quicker than I did yesterday. Or I finish quilting it today. I just do the last 2 lines today, and then I can trim and maybe work on the binding on stream tomorrow, maybe? Don't want to get kind of reckless. Maybe, I think I might do that, honestly. Go ahead and get the quilting part of this quilt done. Because I only have this row and then I think 2 more rows. So I might as well, right? I might as well. And it's gonna be a nice quiet day and I'm not on a time crunch either. Yeah, why not? Why not? We can do it. We can absolutely do it. It won't take a super long time because those last 2 rows are also ends. Yeah, I might do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm feeling confident today. Feeling so confident today. Gives me the ability to trim off camera. Oh my god. I have to take a deep breath. It's so heavy. I'm getting a workout. And pivot. I'm in the zone. Sorry I'm so quiet because I'm in the zone. I am getting tired though, I'm not gonna lie, but I want to go ahead and finish quilting so I can trim. So tomorrow I can sew the binding strips together and iron them out and then iron them. Then I'll be done with this quilt that I've had stashed in my closet and just haven't finished. And that'll be great. I like how I started streaming with a whole different pattern, whole different fabric, a whole different project, and now somehow I ended up here. Granted, I haven't been able to go to my quilt shop to buy what I need to finish that baby quilt. I would go today, but they are also closed due to snow. It's piling up out there. I think I'm gonna finish this row, take a quick break, and then come back and finish it. Maybe. Turn this mug off. By the way, it's a mug that keeps your drink hot. Which is great since, you know, when I'm quilting, of course my coffee's gonna get cold eventually, but this mug, not sponsored by the way, this Ember mug keeps my coffee hot for as long as I need. It is amazing. Because you know how sometimes coffee gets, we add coffee, you make coffee, you put creamer in it, and of course the creamer is cold, so your coffee gets a little bit colder, and then you get distracted with something, then your coffee gets cold, and then by the time you're ready to sit down and drink your coffee, it's freezing, and it's not tasty anymore. Okay, this row's about to be done. All right, cool. I will be right back. Okie dokie. I guess it's not a cat cam today, it's a snow cam today. My cat is freezing, so she probably went to go find a nice warm place to lay down. Okay, let's flip this around and finish it up. Woo-woo. I'm gonna start from the bottom over here since it'll be easier. More pulling. Okay, am I at the end? I'm confused, I'm lost. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Take the safety pin out. Feeling motivated and confident. Well, also very strong. I feel like the other two, well, I guess 4 went pretty quickly because, or could have gone quicker. I was a little distracted. A lot going on today, obviously. But it's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna finish quilting this quilt. I'm gonna play in the snow with my dog. It'll be a good day. Sorry. Hit the mic on that one a little bit. I need to really watch my fingers because I am being very reckless right now. Because I did see, I'm part of a Bernina Facebook group. And I saw a woman post a picture of her finger where the needle went just straight through it. I do not want to be one of those people because I don't, because honestly I don't know how I would react. I don't know. I don't know if I would panic. I don't know if I would freeze. I don't know if I'll faint. Either way, I don't want to find out. So, I probably need to slow down and watch my fingers. Just keep it away from the middle. I just have a bad habit of not using a stiletto when I quilt. But I really need to. And I say I really need to, even though I won't. So there's that. But I betcha if I sew through my finger, I'll start using a stiletto. I also feel like I'm the type that if an inanimate object hurts me, I will hurt it back. So if this machine hurts me, I may kick it. And then I'll feel bad. I love this machine. But I'm excited to completely finish a different project than what I started with on stream. I guess this kind of motivated me. But I promise I'll get back to that baby quilt. I promise. Once my quilt store opens. I may have made the trek today if they were open. Because if they were open on a snow day, I don't think they would get a lot of customers. That's probably a good thing they closed because, like I said, I don't know, from what I see, we might already be at 2 inches, 3 inches. It's a lot of snow. Last year we got a lot of ice and snow. I think right now we're just getting snow. we had a sheet of ice and then snow. That was horrible. The dog loved it. Right now she's inside sleeping and she has no idea how much it has snowed. And then when it's time for her to go outside, she's gonna see the snow, she's gonna get so excited. Yeah. I feel like I'm speed running this. I kind of want to, I don't know if anybody's heard about it, but it's called a jelly roll race, where you take a jelly roll, which is 2.5 strips of fabric, and you sew them together, so, and you make a whole thing. Oh, be right back. Gotta take a phone call. Okay, cool. I was talking to my husband, making sure that he's coming home, because it's gonna get worse. Oh, thanks, Shala, for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope I pronounced this right, Shala. Shayla? Maya? But, appreciate it. Deep breaths. But yeah, I hit my elbow. It's okay, we're fine. We will push through. But yeah, I was talking to my husband, and he is gonna be coming home soon because, like I said, the snow is getting pretty bad. And originally they were gonna stay at work longer, but I'm glad he's not. Because us Southerners, we just treat the snow differently. My mom lives up in the Northeast, and they plow everything, every suburban street, rural streets, like they're just always prepared and they just always drive. Here, nah, definitely not. We are not those people. Granted, we don't get snow often. We don't get snow often, so that's probably why we just shut down, because we know in the next few days everything will be back open. Unlike up in the Northeast, where it'll probably snow all winter long, and they can't shut down all winter long. So they do their thing. We just don't do it here. Because honestly, next week it could be in the 70s again on. That's just how we roll. But, you know. We took what we don't care about though. Tornadoes. I feel like we don't take tornadoes seriously enough around here. Safety pin. Okay. My hair is everywhere right now. Okay. One row done, 3 more to go. Let's do this. Let's do this squat. We can do this. Take us no time. And we're gonna work on something way better tomorrow. I say that, but I like binding. A lot of people hate binding, but I like binding. Because it's basically the representation of you finishing your quilt. Dude, I don't know how heavy this thing is, but I am... I know I am heavy breathing right now, but it's because it is pretty heavy, I'm not gonna lie. And I had to like throw it over my shoulder, twist it and turn it. I'm struggling here, but I'm almost done with this part. It'll start weighing less when I trim off all the extra edges. I don't know if you can see it from here. But see, ugh, how there's like extra edges. I hope I didn't sew any of them together. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it? Also hilarious, but see like all that extra batting, because this is where the quilt top is. And this is where like I would trim all this excess and then put the binding around it. I'm just resting my face on the sewing machine because I'm a little tired. Okay. But it'll lose some of its weight once I trim it, obviously, because there is excess fabric and batting. Something like that. See, this excess fabric, and then excess batting, and then the quilt top ends right here. Man, it's a heavy girl. It's a heavy girl. Well, I think it's cool seeing the progress, but this is a different project from what I initially started with. But essentially the process is the same. You cut the pieces, you put the pieces together, then you sandwich the pieces with its backing, the little nice warm fluff in the middle, and then what you made, then you quilt it like this. And then you trim it, then you make the binding, then you put the binding on, and then you have a completed quilt. But yeah, this isn't the same quilt that I started with. This is just a project that I finished a little bit ago. Well, the quilt top finished a little bit ago, before I started on that baby quilt. But I haven't been able to get to the store to get what I need to finish that baby quilt, because my quilt shop has been closed since the 23rd, December 23rd, and they opened January 4th, but they closed today because of the snow, so I don't know when I'll be able to get to that quilt shop, honestly. Hopefully soon, because I really do want to finish that quilt that I started on stream for that charity. This is just something that I just had unfinished that I needed to finish, so I said, what? Might as well finish it on stream since I can't finish the other one. I don't have any excuses now. But it hasn't been bad. Honestly, I have a lot of projects. I also have another quilt top that I finished that needs a backing, batting, binding. There's a lot of bees in quilting now that I noticed. My gosh. Yeah. I feel like if I did straight line quilting, I could have zoned out. And it would have probably gone faster. It would be a lot easier, obviously. And less movement if I did straight lines. But for some reason I decided to pick something complicated. But yeah, if you ever receive a homemade quilt from somebody, make sure to keep it forever and appreciate it, because this is probably what they were going through. Ugh. I've been sitting on my feet. And granted, this is the big one. I have some kind of fuzz in my nose, and it's making my nose itch, obviously. So I'm not crazy, I promise you. And I'm not like a nose picker, okay? Don't judge me. That's crunched up. There we go, that's better. I'm not doing cocaine. I'm not doing lines. You know, I don't know if you caught my joke earlier, but I said I got a few more lines to do, a few more lines on the quilt to do. And I said lines on the quilt, lines on the quilt. Yeah, you know. Cocaine's bad for you. So I've heard. But yeah. I was like, why did I make this stream family friendly? I'm not the most family friendly person. And I can see why quilting would be a family friendly. I like seeing the cars go by. Family friendly. Quilting is definitely family friendly, obviously. The hobby itself is. The person. That's a whole nother ballgame. Okay. I'm trying to be really careful that I'm not sewing anything that I shouldn't be, because I would be heartbroken if I sewed like an edge to the back, because I have to tear it all up and redo it. And a quilter's worst enemy is a seam ripper. Like, I do not want to do that. I may, if I did that and I had to tear a lot of stitches apart, I may just throw this quilt in the fire and just call it a day. Honestly, I would just cleanse myself of that quilt. I don't care how much time and money I spent on it. Is now cursed. I'm usually not that bad. I've only burned one quilt. All the other quilts I've been really patient with. But there's this one quilt where I just threw in the fire. I was so upset at it. I just threw it in the fire. Alright. I don't know. I feel like I would do a quilt burning stream if I ever get frustrated with the quilt, and I feel like I should just live stream everything I do with the quilt. But for sure, if I were to burn a quilt, I would put out a schedule for that, or let everybody know, like, hey, quilt burning will go down this date, this time. I won't just do it randomly on a live stream. I would let everybody know ahead of time when I will be burning that quilt. So far, I don't think I'm going to burn this one. Granted, I haven't picked it up as a whole to look at it. This would be a lot heavier if I didn't have that table at the end. All right, 2 more lines of quilting. 2 more lines of quilting. And this bad boy will be ready for binding tomorrow. Oh. I need seam ripper already. Where's my seam ripper? I don't know if anybody else does, but I have a favorite seam ripper. I'm just cleaning up these threads. But I think there's people out there who have favorite seam rippers. What's going on? Why does it feel tense? There we go. Like it felt like it wasn't moving. Maybe it's too bunched. There we go. I'm lost. I'm lost in my own blanket. I have no idea where I am. I don't know which way I'm going. There we go. Like getting up and getting that seam river ruined my whole entire concentration. Alright, 10:17. Also, I can't help but look outside at the snow. Not as much as falling. Not as many big flakes falling as it was earlier. But it still looks like it's falling. Wonder what the estimated amount we're supposed to get now. Let's see. Sorry, like I said, we don't get snow often, so I'm really excited. Snow likely for the next several hours. Snowfall rates of 1 inches or more per hour. I don't know. I don't know how much we're supposed to be getting. How's my dog feel about snow? She absolutely loves it. What kind of husky do you think she is? Did it snow down? And they're predicting 3 to 5 inches, and I think we're already at the 3 inches mark. So last year, it snowed a lot. We had, I want to say about 2 inches of ice, and then 2-3 inches of snow on top of the ice. And so we went out to take a W-A-L-K in it. I can't say the word, because if I say the word, she's going to get excited and she's going to want to go. Anyways, we took her out for W-A-L-K, and it was icy and slippery, and she was able to pull me while we were you know, doing our thing. She has no problem pulling. We don't have a sled, unfortunately. We don't even have a trash can lid to get on for her. I'm sure we can find something, but this dog has no problem pulling. She got built-in snowshoes. But yeah. I don't think she even feels cold, honestly. Granted, I don't think she feels pain. There's that. This dog, she has no problem with the snow whatsoever. If anything, she prefers it, obviously. Hates the rain, loves snow. Hates humidity, too. I don't blame her. I thought I was closer to the end of this row, of this line, but I am not. I am not. I'm trying to get there. I like seeing the cars drive by my window. Cause that guy, first of all, he was driving really slowly. But he also had his window down, his driver's side window down. I'm like, buddy, you should probably not be driving in the snow if you're not ready. But it's interesting. It's great to see. It's almost like a bird watching camera. But now, instead of my cat being in the window, there's cars driving by. That one would come out kind of fast, honestly. Almost done with this line of quilting. I feel like that'd be a joke now, talking about lines, and we always have to specify that it's for quilting. Or quilting. Whatever. Okay, it looks like the snow's not coming down as hard as it was this morning, but it's still coming down a little bit. Lines will be your first string. I can't wait. Cutting straight lines. But for real though, I got... Oh. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. I'm so close. See the light at the end of the tunnel. Alright, that's a line of quilting done. One more line. One more line. Woo! I've been speed running this. I feel like anyways. Alright, last line. Here we go. Okay, everything perfectly aligned. not sewing. Backing to the front. Let's go. I'm gonna create like a speed run quilting challenge. I'm gonna do it. That'd be cool. I was talking to the ladies at my quilt shop, and they were saying that there's like some quilting days or a quilting challenge coming up soon. Ugh. Where I think they're gonna make a quilt jacket, and I've really wanted to make a quilt jacket. I want to do that on stream, but I also don't want to quilt a whole blanket to cut it up and mess it up. So I'm thinking about going like shopping online on Goodwill. On the Goodwill website, and buying a quilt that's already been donated off of there and making a quilt jacket out of, to at least practice before I make a customized quilt jacket piece. Because I'd rather not spend 3+ hours quilting a whole panel basically for it to get cut up and I make the quilt jacket absolutely incorrect. So I also thought, why not give a donated quilt, you know, another chance to be made into something else at least. So I don't know if anybody would honestly be interested in shopping on Goodwill with me for a quilt. Just an idea. Just throwing that idea out there. But I want to. I feel that us shopping together would be fun. I don't know. Also, if you didn't know, the Goodwill online store takes really nice pictures of the products they're selling. But yeah, I'm thinking about that. Ugh. Yeah, I know. Oh, give me 2 seconds again. Okay. No, dude, I'm telling you, Goodwill store has, I don't know, they've had their online store for a few years now. And they really do take good pictures. Granted, I haven't looked for anything else, but the pictures I've seen of the quilts that have been donated have looked really good. They've taken pictures close up, far away, the front, the back. It's been amazing. So I'm thinking about buying a quilt there. And sometimes they even have the dimensions on how big the quilt is. They go above and beyond to us. I think sometimes they tell you the quality of that quilt. It'll say, oh, there's some tears, there's some rips, or they'll say it's in perfectly good condition. But yeah, if you want to, you can always just search for anything you're looking for that you don't want to buy brand new. And just, I think you can bid on it or buy it outright. But even then, quilts on there, the most expensive quilt I've seen, which was a really big hand quilted quilt, was $70 something. And hand quilted quilts go for easily over $400, $500. So, and even some descriptions tell you if it's been hand quilted, if it's been machine quilted. But yeah, I'm telling you, Goodwill online store has stepped up their game. I think when I want to buy a new quilt online to give it, a second chance, but also, of course, the money that you buy off of Goodwill goes towards a good cause, so why not? Also, it's heartbreaking sometimes when you see those quilts on the Goodwill store because it'll say, like, donated from this church or donated from this guild. And I'm really nervous that one of my quilts will end up on there. Granted, I put a tag on all of my quilts, so I don't know who donates my quilts. I'll be upset. One day I'm just be online shopping on Goodwill. I'm gonna see one of my quilts on there. That'd be heartbreaking. Oh, we're getting there. I know getting a homemade quilt for less than $20, it's a steal. It is a freaking steal. But like I said, imagine seeing your quilt on there that you probably spent, at least, I want to say $50 to $100 on fabric, and then your time in making the quilt, and now Goodwill is selling it for $20. And that's why I kind of want to buy a pre-made quilt and make a jacket out of it. Like, it shouldn't be left at Goodwill to die. But yeah, we'll cross that quilt jacket road when I get there, when I finish these projects and have had time to think out the process of a quilt jacket, because I haven't made clothes in years. So I need to remember how a pattern works again, and things like that, how darts work, and man, it's just a lot that goes into apparel making. And there's a reason why I don't make a lot of apparel, because honestly it wasn't that fun to me. Is it cool that you make something to wear? Absolutely. But I don't know. I just like blankets. It keeps me warm. And I feel like apparel fabric isn't as pretty and diverse as quilt fabric. I see the bobbin thread is low because I have a little sensor for my bobbin thread, and it's been blinking low, but I'm hoping I can squeeze a few more stitches out because I don't want to take it out and restitch. But I think I can make it. If luck is on my side. If luck is on my side, I think we're in good shape. So I think it is, because I have just a few more and then I'm done. Ow. Quilting is officially done. Yes. Yeah, it is. It is. And sometimes women just go forever without having to fill their own tank. Okay. See if I can just back up enough to show you. About the snow again. All right, she's done being quilted. And I need to go ahead and change that bobbin thread, honestly, before tomorrow. But right now I won't trim on string because I need the floor to do it. But it will be trimmed tomorrow, and then we will all work on the binding together. I'm trying to take a look at how low my bobbin thread was. Ah, no, we still have plenty. I'll go ahead and wind new bobbin on stream. Why not, right? I think I'll need black anyways. I feel like I chose black for the binding. I'll grab it out of my closet right quick. Ah. And change and see. If it is, that'd be great. Oh, and I guess I already cut it. But here's what the binding will be tomorrow. Like that. It's gonna be black. It has like small details on it. Like little small white details. Cut that up. Well, not cut it up. Sew it up together. But yeah, it will be black. So let me go ahead and wind black bobbin and get my black thread out. Oops. Probably helps to take the old one out, huh? Okay. Then we'll be all set for tomorrow. Then we put the binding on. And then it'll be finished. And it's gonna be so pretty. And I'm excited because I've been putting this project on the back burner for that baby quilt. Now I have no excuses. Granted, I will definitely finish this one now since I like to bind. Yeah. how pretty it is though. It's so pretty. In a way, I'm kind of happy that I didn't have the rest of the material for my baby quilt, but it's fine. It forced me to work on this. But yeah, I think the binding will look good. I think. Let me see. I can pull her up. Oops, almost done. Here's the edge of the quilt. This is what it will look like essentially. Like that. I think it'll look really good with the backing too. If you can see this. Ooh. This is the backing. It's like nice, beautiful emerald green color with this binding. Ooh. Looks even better, honestly. The binding looks better with the backing than it does with the quilt top. Did I do that right? Nope. There we go. All right, bobbin is full for tomorrow. The correct color thread is ready for tomorrow. And I need to get my iron and my sewing table. Not my sewing, my ironing table out for tomorrow. I should probably wipe this down a bit. So dusty, linty. There we go. Perfect. All right. Thanks everyone for sticking around. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. I have a feeling we will get another snow day. So I think we could possibly finish binding the quilt tomorrow. We shall see. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging around. I appreciate the new follows. But yeah, everyone have a great day. Bye.